one of the best programs in the country, also one of the oldest programs in the country. They've won 3 national titles. They're facing off on Thursday morning against Auburn at the University of Illinois at 8 a.m. And we are so pleased to be joined by the reigning men's wheelchair National Collegiate Player of the Year, Emmanuel Fuentes Cervantes, and his coach. I'm sorry about this, Coach Derek. Thank you so much for joining the both of us here from Champaign, Illinois. How you guys doing out there?
We're doing great. Yeah, and my last name is Klinker.
Klinker.
Klinker. So, yeah, thanks for having us.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Coach. You're our second ever guest. We're just getting started here on the afternoon shift. We really appreciate you all taking time for us. I just want to ask up front, Emmanuel, you're from Culiacan, Mexico. How do you go from Culiacan, Mexico to Marshall, Minnesota, which is where Southwest Minnesota State is?
This guy found me on Facebook.
I love that. Go ahead.
So I was just posting Instagram stories and Facebook stories, and this guy saw them, and then he just texted me, and he told me, like, oh, do you want to come to university? And I say, okay, let's visit the campus, and now I'm here in Minnesota. Right?
Unbelievable. So literally on Facebook, you would just post clips of yourself playing wheelchair basketball, and Coach Derek found you, and now you're the reigning National Collegiate Player of the Year. What does that honor mean to you, Emmanuel?
Well, it was last year, but it means a lot. It means a lot to me and to my family, to be honest. So grateful for the opportunity. And yeah, it feels good. It feels good. Nothing better than that.
Amazing. Now, we read in the Star Tribune that you're from the city of Culiacan, Mexico, a city that's had some problems with drug trafficking and whatnot. What do you have to say about your hometown, and have you been back to your hometown recently? Is your family, everybody doing okay?
Yeah, my family is doing okay. Like, I went home last winter break, and it was a really tough experience for a little bit, but then everybody got better. And right now the situation is kind of difficult, if I can describe it like that. Yep. There's still a lot of people in really bad conditions, in really bad situations. But I mean, personally, my family is doing good. My friends are doing good right now. I hope that the situation of my family keeps the same. I mean, good, and I hope that we can reach the peace soon, right?
100%, 100%. We're just so inspired by your story, Emmanuel. What's kind of going into the preparation for the big game against Auburn on Thursday? And what are sort of the next steps as you see your wheelchair basketball career going after college?
Oh, that's a great question. Right now, we're just focused on nationals, being honest. Right now, we're just trying to relax, calm our mind a little bit, plan the strategy against the team we are playing against. And then after college, I'm trying to go and play professional in Europe. And yeah, let's see what life brings to me, right?
Amazing.
I've actually got a question, and as anyone that's seen us so far, and Adam in particular knows my sports knowledge is lacking at best. It's a polite way to put it. Besides the obvious, what are the differences? What are the main differences between wheelchair basketball and other basketball?
Yeah, I'll take that one. It's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. There is no double dribble rule, but there is a traveling call. The chair is part of the body, so like if the chair goes out of bounds, it's going to be a turnover. Different things. The obviously there's no jumping, but there is tilting and different things like that. And with their chairs and moving them, it's basketball, different things like that. So like some players can shoot from 35 feet from the basket consistently, which is unheard of. So.
And we're talking the same size court, the hoops are at the same height. I mean, that's just phenomenal.
Yeah.
These athletes are, and to spot someone and bring them from Mexico is incredible.
I'm piggybacking off of Paul's question. Do you all take inspiration from any NBA players or even college basketball players? Like Steph Curry, you're talking about players drowning, 30-foot three-pointers. Like, are you taking sort of inspirations from current players that are out there?
Yeah, well, I mean, I do. I get some inspiration from Stephen Curry. Obviously, everybody tries to be like him. And that's basketball wise, but in mindset, like everybody trying to be like Michael Jordan, So for sure, like I feel like almost all of the wheelchair basketball players get some inspiration from NBA players.
Are you guys talking trash out there on the court? Michael Jordan, he was a huge trash talker out there. Stephen Curry hits him with the night when the game is over. LeBron has got the, he's throwing it down. Are you guys doing any of that out there?
Of course we do. Every time, every day on practice, in every game, every time we have a tournament. Yeah, it's a normal thing. It's a competitive thing. So we want to compete, we want to win, and if we have to talk some trash, we're gonna do it as well.
That's awesome.
I have another question. Obviously, there's some people that with an interest in wheelchair basketball from life, they're born, and that wheelchair basketball is the only option if they want to play basketball for them. And then there's people that come to it later in life because of they may have had a spinal cord injury or something. What is there any difference in how people sort of approach the sport depending when they sort of found themselves in a chair?
Yeah, so there's local clubs throughout the nation, that have a organization for elementary kids, middle school, high school kids, and then also like what they call adult leagues. And there's competitive league to more of a recreation, kind of a halfway in between, and different things. And there's one based out of Minneapolis area, Courage Kenny. They have a team that goes all the way down to I think 6-year-olds, all the way up to adults. And competitive to more of a rec league and different things like that. So, the National Wheelchair Basketball Association has different levels, and there's different leagues under the same umbrella throughout the nation. From that perspective, and there's overall about 3,000 athletes in the nation, from
awesome.
Very young to very old, competitive, different things like that.
And so, if someone wanted to get involved in their local community in wheelchair basketball, how would they go about doing that?
Yeah, so you can go onto the National Wheelchair Basketball Association's website, nwba.org, and they can go ahead and search up a team that's in their area that's associated with an NWBA. They can kind of go from there. So it kind of depends on kind of where you're located and different things like that. So
amazing. And I got to ask, Emmanuel, do you have any NIL deals? I mean, you are the #1 wheelchair basketball player in the country.
Can you repeat that question, please?
NIL, like name, image, and likeness, like any sponsorship deals you got.
Not really. Nah. I mean, I just played for SMSU and everything they give me. It's good, but not really.
I love that. Playing for the heart and playing for the school. Big game that you all have on Thursday. We have a little bit of a game that we're playing here on the afternoon shift. We're calling it Minnesota Madness. What we've done is we've taken some very Minnesota-centric things and we've kind of pitted them up against each other in 4 different matchups. We want you all to take on one of the matchups and give us your winner. So you can't take Ope versus Ufta, but any of those other 3 matchups, Pronto Putt versus Juicy Lucy, Prince versus Paul Bunyan, the Lakes versus the Mall of America, Emmanuel and Coach Derek, it's your call. Which sort of region do you want to take on and what's the winner?
I'll take Lakes.
Lakes over Mall of America. Okay. Any rationale for that?
I went to fish last summer with a teammate, and I was fascinated. I loved it, so that's the reason.
What did you catch anything good?
Yes, I did. Multiple fishes and big ones.
I'm still waiting for some walleye. I know that's sort of the unofficial fish of Minnesota. So
I think there's going to be a lot of people that agree with your decision. Lakes over Mall of America. Look, Mall of America has its place, but the land of 10,000 lakes, surely the Lakes. I think you've made a great decision there with that one.
Of course. Well, Paul, we'll have to advance that. We got 2 more remaining ones left. That is absolutely fantastic. Emmanuel and Coach Derek, good luck to you all on Thursday. You can catch the game on SMSUMustangs.com at 8 a.m. Central Time on Thursday. They have a big matchup against the Auburn Tigers, and all of us here at Fox 9 are wishing you all the best of luck. Go get them and go Mustangs.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you.